it up, you know? It's a lot of ground that Dexter is going to have to cover for Heroic to make this a closer affair.
It's nice to see Dexter in the server. Always admired some of his kind of hero warping, for lack of a better term. I think he can have his moments, most definitely. I think he has a little bit of like that Oscar gene, you know, like he can just win around on his own.
Yeah, he can. And I mean, but that's also the factor I think Heroic's been missing out of him. And I don't know if they're trying to fit him into a system, but some of that effect seems neutered. Where like, yeah, he can win you around on his own, but also he can have the impact in a round with an AWP that changes the nature of the round and gets you out of a tight spot as well. Just not seeing it as much as we would have liked to, as we expected to. And right out of the gate, VP stacked up perfectly at the A bomb site, exactly where Heroic is heading.
Who takes first contact on this? Fame on the boost? Jame.
Well, Fame might, depending on their pathing, but Jame is going to be there for the pounce, and obviously Electronic, the old bait.
Oh, they're so set up for this. You either run through a smoke and die to dual Berettas, which is what they're trying. Flash is good. Oh, but Fame so blind. No, it's going well for VP. Well.
Can we get a flash count? Like, was there 1 or 2 flashes, and also how long was he blind for?
I think he dodged the first one and he ate the second one completely. Just burned out his eyes.
He was just white.
But like, it was also, I mean, perfectly though, Virtus.pro dropping that smoke in A main just as the set piece is about to begin. Up top with the dualies, spotted the shadow of the player behind the smoke. And look at how much of a distraction blind dualies are, just spamming all bullets. Like everyone else, Jame, Flit, they get to take their time. They just got to peek out whenever the hell they want.
Ooh, look how delectable the VP second round is. 3 SMGs that are going to be bounding and hunting as much as they can. I wanted to ask you, Jason, do you think that like, does that immediately read as some sort of like prep / understanding of Heroic's pistol tendencies, T-side pistol tendencies on Ancient, starting 3A on a pistol?
Most players and teams, I think, kind of look at pistol rounds as sort of like, you know, sort of like random in a way, but like, you know what pistol rounds they like to run. You probably have a list of tendencies that they've had in the past 5-6 pistol rounds, and you just kind of make an educated guess and hope it works out. Is that a lack of head armor for Electronic?
Was that, or it was just the double dink? A little bit awkward. We can roll that back in a moment, because there is a chance Heroic can win this, and they brought nothing in. Plant down, already a good enough situation, and Nertz is just waiting for that smoke to fade, but takes the right flight here towards CT. Nice jiggle from Norbert. Flank around, the Glock almost wins that, but VP will salvage it.
Just to continue that point, Alex, I mean, like when I was in Liquid, we used to talk pistol rounds would be like, okay, this team likes to default and be quiet for a little bit before hitting something. This team likes to fall right into an execution and something happens in 30 minutes. And like, you get that kind of a tendency, and it kind of informs you of how you want to play it. Maybe a team hits the B bomb site, you know, 7 out of 10 pistol rounds, and you're like, okay, let's put some more love towards the B bomb site.
Yeah, I'll just get early answers B, one way or the other.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. But yeah, this is a fantastic start for VP. Couldn't ask for more on your opponent's map pick. You take the pistol, and we get into the guns. Let's see what the first call is. First opportunity for Heroic to put up a fight here. After the pistol, that is.
Okay. Don't think he quite had time to line up the molly, but it has a hit there at Heaven. And Heroic are looking for that lane control. Fame is very interested in going for the fight at the bottom side of mid, but over towards the top side here. Electronic. How's he got away with that second one? Shush able to at least answer with 2, so we're still at a 3v3 standpoint.
Bro, like Tessa's peeked into him after he engaged the other one while flashed. I mean, it's crazy.
He can't make that up.
He probably just, his vision comes back. He's like, oh, I got two dead mid. Let's see what Flit and James can do with this one. It's kind of segregated at the moment. James calling mid clear. They are starting to congregate for the Flit finish.
James taking a big risk to kind of get information in middle, swinging out very exposed towards Heaven. He's found some safety, and I would imagine he stays parked here, drops back into red. It's Flit who's shifted over as Norbert pushed B and ran into Kixon, who's just like, I'm going to keep my eye on this bomb site. Here in the utility, James hustling over, but Flit's going to be alone for a minute.
He lets it go. Or no, he doesn't. He's still active. And a real clean first. Takes down Shush. All onto the AWP. James isolates Jules. Takes down Dexter up to Kixon. Oh, an incendiary. The perfect weapon. A swing miss. Oh, James gave it a good go. He was hitting every shot. Kixon, I mean, a very nice instantaneous decision. That incendiary lands. He starts to swing. Sure, James had a chance. He pulled the trigger. Kixon bests him.
I'm surprised James was so aggressive on that after throwing the Molotov out, just swinging for the fight immediately afterwards. Thought he maybe would have held the angle a little bit. A little bit of love to Electronic as Tessa's come swinging right into his crosshair. That was the push that set up the final B play. And Virtus.pro couldn't hold on. So Heroic's on the board, and they got a free op.
A frop.
A frop.
It's the froppiest.
The frompiest of frops.
Nothing should be going down here too much.
Just that 5-7 to defend B, and it's not even here anymore.
What's
BP
your
trying to make a read.
pistol of choice, Mac?
What's mine?
You get one pistol instead of the USP at the
What
start
year
of
is
every
it?
round.
It's right now. The year is 2024.
I just got there.
I still love a good Deeg.
He's a digger.
Yeah. I would go
Jason's
P2.
favorite, man.
Gross.
P2 if we don't have enough money.
Okay.
In it.
No, but we're talking your new starter pistol. You can choose a new starter pistol.
New
I bet everyone would
starter-
have
Oh, a
different-
starter pistol.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know, probably just the Glock.
P2. P2 is pretty good.
I might just take the Glock, actually. I'm with Mac on that one.
Yeah.
I did like the P2K when the game came out, but now I'm back on that USP on CT side.
Same, bro. Same. I had a P2K era, but
I think everyone has. We've all flirted. We've all flirted with it.
feels quite nice.
And we've all come back to the USP eventually.
yeah. And you just have one good USP round.
the
you go,
sidearm,
"Ooh,
right?"
Actually,
Yeah.
that kind of felt good. No, it's with 3. Who knows? DOS.
Trace.
Oh, well, he's ruined it, hasn't he? Sorry about that. 4 from Nuts. Clears up.
Quintos?
I don't know. 4. Hang on. Quattro.
Quattro. There we go.
Hop in the Quattro.
What's Quintos?
Did you know the Faceit stats page for Faceit games calls quad kills quadros?
No, it doesn't.
It does.
We've never. No one's ever called it a quadro.
I'm telling you.
That's fine.
Quadro.
Go to the stats page on Faceit and check your last game.
Quadro
It's called
kill.
quadro kill.
Well,
Quadro.
that R and that O seem to be doing very little. They don't. They are necessary. I don't know why it sounds Italian. The quadro. It's my quadro kill. I don't know why I'm doing that either. Sorry for the 4 Italians watching.
I love that.
UMP nonsense continuing. I haven't tried it myself, so I can't pass comment. But.
I can tell you from what I've heard, a lot of it has to do with, obviously there's some armor pen that comes along with the UMP still. The recoil is easy to control.
Straight down.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good at mid to long range as well. Maybe not long range, but mid range.
Why do I think Dexter's got this? Kind of
Because
did.
you'd be right
No.
until you're not. Yeah.
I actually can't believe he jumped up for that kind of a peak without a flashbang. And then oh, that's a nice way to find a 4v4. Good for you, Zasses.
Yeah.
And then I can't believe the repeak.
Nor I. You've already fired off one shot. Sure, maybe just a bit upset that it didn't land, but that's the wallbang. An important one to learn, especially when your AWP has just shown presence ramp. They might start retooling, repositioning, and that's it.
Look at the shift from VP, though. They've brought the defense here to make sure nobody's going to step forward and apply pressure off of that pick.
They're waiting for a reaction. 50 seconds.
They're waiting for a push for information. Remember, Kixon punished Norbert earlier in the first gun round with the push down B ramp. Now they're trying to hope someone's going to push in towards Cave again.
Good timing of that utility layering. Flash to get him off the line before the smoke bloom, buying that extra second or so. Boost across the top. James unable to connect this time. We have 4v4.
I think they saved. I think they definitely saved now. Yeah, they're definitely backing off at this point.
Fame would love to have found a rifle, but we'll just have to accept defeat.
But that's like the battle that you can see. Like, you could see Virtus.pro playing more passively, 2 out towards long, 1 in kind of that short cubby that's over there, little niche in the wall. And Heroic's waiting for that push because they realize if VP wants to actually defend this site, they kind of have to step forward and have someone to be in the site, in Cave. So you're waiting for that push.
Yeah.
And as it stands, because all of them stayed passive, Execute comes in and you're behind the smokes, and it's like, oh, there's no point in going for this round.
Yeah, James empty-handed after the first. Nothing from your B anchor, and so a third for Heroic, just the one casualty as well. It's strange that this roster has been having some turmoil.
The VP one?
VP, yeah, I don't know, just because...
Were you talking about VP or
No,
Heroic?
I was actually talking about
Okay,
Heroic.
go on with Heroic
But
then.
they both go. But yeah, Heroic, it's just strange to me to see, because, like, pound for pound, Nerds being in this roster, picking up Degster, I kind of would expect them to be consistently, like, you know, quarterfinals, I guess. Is that crazy to say?
I think for me, it's like if we cast our minds back to when this roster came together. Like I personally didn't have a lot of faith in it out of the gate. because you can just look around and see all the challenges they have. First of all, Nertz is attempting to rebuild as the star player, and he was a great star player for ENCE when he was within that roster with a core that had already been constructed and had an in-game leader that has experience, that knows what he wants.
Yep.
You had Shush and Tess's coming in as very strong players in their role, but they're not going to be the main engines of the team. And then remember too, like the biggest obstacle is probably Kixon. Has really not had a whole lot of experience putting lineups together at Tier 1 Counter-Strike. So this is still a very big test for him also. So it doesn't necessarily surprise me that even with a coach like Saw, it's still taken probably longer than we expected.
And you release now.
Geeky donut. Fastest donut you can throw. Fame in response is going to throw out his smoke, but they're going to run through it. And his P2 does well. Finds one on the entry. A has been taken. This is already looking rather bleak for Electronic and Jame, likely considering the save immediately. Missed smoke, sure, but the round is already at their fingertips.
Props for the effort.
Like, spam some smokes and maybe you have one kill. Instead, you lose a rifle.
Someone's going to be sprinting over to try and save that one back. Flit doing the honors. Keep the M4 into the next and save some moolah. You will be allowed to do so. Heroic happy to keep 4 alive. Like, you have to be. It doesn't matter if there's still that AWP alive. You just want to try and avoid it if possible. And Dexter might be about to walk into the crosshairs.
An inspired call. Jane, this is brave considering. Like, you really want to be bringing that AWP through. The bait, the switch, it does result in one more for the B2. Flit and Jame do look to have gotten away with their weaponry. But yeah, I kind of like the call as well. We're just talking about Kixon. The fact he knows there's a couple of saved wet guns. Just go for a straight out of the gate A hit. It's highly unlikely that both rifles find themselves on the A side. You might have an AWP to contend with.
Right. And just not spreading out and getting picked off by the saved AWP, picked off by the M4, and then you don't have players to close out the round. Just avoiding that kind of eventuality. 4-2 though, Heroic putting together a very nice start to this T side.
Yeah, you'll take it for sure. We have a very, puggy map pool for this matchup. I wouldn't have expected it to be, the ancient Dust2 Mirage that we got, but I'm kind of happy. Some of the aimers get to flex their micro mechanics.
Norbert's trying to contest ramp early. Like, he's not shying away from this. I guess paired with this kind of deep smoke, he's going to go and clear out the lane. Tessus hits it, but an immediate trade from Electronic. Oh, Electronic.
There we go. Nailed it. Just
like
warming
waking up the vocal cords,
They're still sleeping.
Hello.
Yeah, we did have a 30-minute earlier start today.
She sells seashells.
Betty Butter bought some butter.
Ooh.
That's better.
Dude, Heroic has been killing it in these 4v4s. They've been doing such a good job in 4v4s. Nertz needed that. Would have loved it. 2-on-2. Still winnable. A long-range duel, but the bomb is just going to bail out. Dexter knows the position of both players, hoping someone's going to give him a freebie peek over towards Red Room, and he's going to slide right up into Donut. He's going to go right at the point of attack. They might think he ran to the other bomb site. That's the assumption of VP.
Good read.
And Dexter's found a gap.
Yeah, but best case scenario, it's a post plant, but where are you planting for as an AWP? I guess you could kind of try and take like a CT line.
I think you take a CT line to try and get into a one-on-one, or head back to Donut, where you have a lot of cover and able to move around with the AWP.
Well, he doesn't have the AWP anymore.
He's switching out for the AK-47, so he won't be doing either of those things. In fact, he will be dropping back towards the big box.
Is he going to reload? He's got 6 bulletas.
He doesn't, yeah.
Flit's got 2 flashes. There would have to be one hell of a flash. If he just plays big box, I can't help but feel like this actually is heavily winnable. The fact that they're both coming out of Donut, though, as long as VP spacing and trading is good, it's still uncomfortable for Dexter.
Oh, he's going to go for the team.
Oh, he's gone away!
Oh, no.
Isolates the 1v1.
Making it work, and he spots him running away. Here's the footsteps coming back. How's this timing? The tap, the swing, it's wide, and there is going to be a kit. Went down to the final milliseconds on this one. Oh, no. Dexter gets it in the bag.
Those are the rounds that feel very, very good. You got to big up Dexter on that one as well. Like, he put it all out there. You have a moment where you think you just maybe fought a bit too early.
Yeah, but can I just say, I think that would have been much easier if he was holding onto an AWP.
Yeah, well, yeah, no one's arguing with that, but he had no idea that the site was so free.
I know.
He had absolutely no idea.
I think he also expected the retake to be a little bit quicker because he was ready at big box, right? With the AK, but if you had the AWP and you were going to go play in front of Temple, that
Two very nice fights for an AWP. You're right. You are right. Oh, early friction. It's down, clear of the red smoke. That's another important trade. These like late equalizing frags. Electronic gets spammed on down. Tessus catches Norbert contesting ramp, and now if James doesn't hit this shot, B is going to be under a lot of scrutiny.
Heroic players are starting to get a lot of confidence beneath them as well. They're not shying away from any fights. Maybe could have used a little less confidence in that little swing. No one there for the trade. But look at this lurk set up by Kixon. All the attention towards the B bomb site. His kills come out, and he's exposed the middle of the map. Now, he's trying to decide if he wants to backstab or call his teammates back towards A.
Well, they had the info on 2 players at B. They heard James AWP, and they know that Flit got that pick. So we'll see if they can get past Fame here. Communicating, just trying to figure out how to make this one happen. You can see Kixon heavily looking for this position, and Fame finds his and the info, spots that bomb on the ground. Molotov forces him out, but the smoke allows him to get to what he thought was a safe position.
Yeah, that smoke's going to be... Oh, peeks in front of it as well. Tessus didn't wait in through the smoke. James here, baby, double kill.
That's what James does. Just James things. Lovely work.
Give us that POV replay. I want to see that second shot.
But it's just so good at finding that peek. He's peeked into someone expecting them not to be active on the angle. You can see, look at that, just jumping on the reload. Tessus wasn't ready. This is just, He's played this game a lot, folks. He's played this game an awful lot. Good understanding of where that second fight was coming from. And to be burning your second timeout just 8 rounds deep, it's very Virtus.pro.
Certainly is.
Gonna be working out how they're going to approach this one.
Yeah, money's not that great, is it? You can definitely fashion a bite, for sure. But Heroic, with a couple of very healthy round wins, means they've got another big win here, another big buy here, rather, and then maybe even another mixed bag into the next.
The timeout I don't think is super indicative of any like crazy problem. Obviously, the score's not where they want it to be, but
what is this handshake business?
If you don't win this round as VP, this half gets really out of control. It spirals completely away. So they're just saying it's so critical that we win 2 in a row, get our money set, and keep trying to claw back into this game and take the lead. If they get broken here and it's 6-3, you're looking at the best you can do is like 5-4 even maybe, depending on your money.
Lurk smoke dropped on B.
Keep doing it. Let's
they're
just
not
keep
ready
playing round
for
by
that.
round. See what happens in each situation. And have those balls. It's good. It's
Have
really
those balls.
Have those balls. Gotta have them.
Big old balls.
Balls, unfortunately, losing them that last round.
Yeah, he played with some balls, charging up the ramp, going down early.
I don't think he expected him to be there that quick, and it maybe expected the flashbang to be more impactful as well, but obviously it planned. And once again, the same equalizer found. Spam through, this time it's the player in Cubby. He's not back in the bomb site.
Whoa. Dangerous game getting played by Electronic and Tessus, who doesn't seem to have heard that jump up.
No, Electronic won this game. Just dangerous game.
That's that one. 3v4. Heroic getting Nerds out on A, who's made a lot of noise in the meantime, but I don't know if James has heard those footsteps.
Negative.
Maybe he thinks that's bottom mid.
So they are going to move the bomb all the way back around. James holding donut. He's not aware yet, but Nerds hasn't yet to cross the temple, so he hasn't like fully slipped the net yet. James still has the opportunity to kind of catch him. As long as they're quiet in A main, James will not respond. The rotation yet to come through. Are they just expecting like a contact B? At this point, 30 seconds, it's a bit suspiciously quiet. James doesn't seem to care. Smoke donut will obfuscate the AWP. And now the jig is up.
Yeah, VP's in a fine position.
Oh,
if he can break this and get a pick, he might wait for some teammates. There's the tap of the bombs. Oh, he's dead. He's dead 100% of the time. Right out in the open. Good call back from Nerds. Brings it a little bit lower. They might just pressure this, though. 6 seconds. I think they're just going to rush on in. James delays it, and Norbert makes sure it's impossible. And that's 4 for VP.
it's such a tough choice to make in that situation, right? It's like, where do you plant that bomb? Because if you planted at the one safe spot from CT, James pre-firing that at the same time.
Ah, man, you just, I don't know. Maybe I'm making assumptions, but it just seems like James is such a baller. He's in donut that whole time, and we were all like, oh, but he doesn't know, and oh, the A site, and they haven't rotated, but he's probably told them, like, boys, if it's A, I can at least stop the plant. He knows he's got a HG. Worst case, they smoke it. He's planned ahead. He knows he's got the equipment necessary. Clears the smoke, delays the HE for that plant sound, and isolates the duel. And everything goes thrown into turmoil after the back of it.
It's the nice luxury of VP being up 4-3 at that point in the round in terms of the players, right?
Boys,
all you have to do is stack the B bomb so you can play retake on A. You know it's late round, utility is going to be rough. You're not going to be locked out the whole time. So confident enough in the retake to keep 3 players stacked at the B bomb site. And James delivers for you in Donut. Yeah,
real naughty.
Love to see it.
What on earth does this put Heroic into? So, yeah, Tessa's refunding. I thought it didn't make sense. Everyone else was kind of being a bit more conservative, and so Tessus is forced to just, a P250. 1,600 in the bank. They're going to try and fight, try and keep competitive on this one. Anything more than just 5 alive from VP is an achievement of sorts. The James smoke spam, the nade to clear, and the multi from Cave. Locked in. Flip, swinging out. He really wants to farm up, and he's doing exactly that in combination with Norbert. 5 alive for VP. This is, as we discussed, mission complete. 5-5 scoreline, and if just throwing it back to when Jason was saying this is a must-win for VP, it was, and now we've got a very competitive start.
Yeah, you really do. This is a good job from Virtus.pro getting back into this. 5 people survive. They get to finally build up money. They should be pretty much set for the rest of the half, the last 2 rounds of the half.
Yeah.
And it's Heroic who got to try and find a miracle call. I wish Flit would play the people we played in Face It last night, because they turn those corners with immediate headshots. Flit that all the time in the world.
I was
I'm sat here, and I'm like, I play level 10 Face It's last night that were just deleted me.
Yeah. There were some gamers. There's some gamers out there. Electronic does find nerds comfortably. Now pushing. Oh, Electronic doesn't matter about the flashbang or the smoke. Flit brings the fight from Cave.
Electronic has had many, many blinded kills this half. There's been so many times.
Smokes, flashbangs, doesn't matter what it is.
Ugh.
I like this call from VP as well. They finally get all the weapons back. They finally have money. They have confidence because they have full utility as well, and it's just aggression everywhere. Staggered peaks from Cave. The push down middle. James Ott peeking down lane from the mid push early on. Now he's back at the A bomb site. They've got the whole map covered.
Nothing here for the 2 of them. Is that 6 and 8 scoreline? 4 for Degster. You might get a little lucky on that. Yeah, Flick goes searching, so that's a freebie. And now the reaction. Shush could catch the rotation of Faye. Completely overlooks the possibility. James can't catch the slip. And Shush will accelerate audibly. Now maybe you can catch James activating. I like the fake steps. James considers it though. He's too good. He's too smart. You can't get past him, can't put him away. But now Dexter has timing. Something he can do with this.
Perfect timing. Well, he won one earlier.
You've seen it before. Smoke grenade available. Does he throw it after the plant? It looks like he'll throw it with it. Yeah. But that plant, it is possible to defuse a little bit awkwardly for the donut. And so sticks around on site. Going to play around his own smoke, try and manufacture a 1v1.
This isn't the play though. This isn't the round-winning play. It doesn't feel this can be. Oh, they gave the sound cue. Now he's got a reposition, playing around the smoke. Wants to get aggressive. James looking good kill.
Went on the aggro. Thought he had to at that point, but little did he know they might have been walking into his trap there. There was one of those temporary gaps across the smoke. It just depends on where the smoke is at the current point in time. So could have boiled down to a timing for him. However, it didn't. And here we are. Virtus.pro taking that lead back 6-5 and looking to extend it to 7.
Problem in that clutch was like making that play over the smoke. Like James got there so fast with a line that it's like he knows he can't get big box. He knows he can't get temple, can't get brokey. So if you're VP, you're like, we can just be patient because all we have to do is clear donut and clear the bomb site. That's the only 2 spots we have to worry about because James has the line, has the information.
Yeah, value on that. There's another lurk smoke play.
Anyone going with it? Ooh, Tessus halfway up the ramp, making his way in.
There's a lot of opportunity for Tessus here. How does he play this?
Get past Norbert, then there's a huge world where we've got that tied up half at 6 apiece. But smoke coming in. He knows where Norbert is, playing in the corner. Oh, big wide swing. Huge balls on Norbert to go for that one. James on the other side as well, going to be cutting him off at the pass and will allow himself to get that line back with a molly on the A main choke.
That's a really, really cool idea, but really trying to get Shush to activate there in that B bomb site. The lurk smoke giving him space to work with. VP doesn't panic on the defense whatsoever. And they really wanted to pick at the B bomb site to make that A hit easier. Plan B now. nobody's favorite plan,
No?
but it is towards the top of your list.
Run it down the middle, and they're out in the open. Ooh,
yo.
okay.
Galil. Definitely getting a lot of action. Look good in Kickson's hands there. Double dink.
That's a nice spot for Dexter to lurk into. But VP, they were playing heavier A at the start, so Heroic now realizing, okay, B's probably weak. Maybe they're playing retake over here, so let's give it a red hot crack. Two in cave, one up ramp.
Flashing Electronic off of the line, but he is pushing into the smoke, so maybe he tries to disrupt, but no, it's being cautious with his heart. Electronic reveals his position. No, that's an important frag. Catches the Norbert swing into a 3v3. Can Heroic hold on to this? Electronic is too good right now, hitting every single shot. Dinks up Kickson. An important kill from the IGL. Is this winnable? 2 Galils. Worse for wear is Kickson. Nerds as well. It's just sub 70.
It's over.
Free frag. Yeah, Nerds, you're in trouble here, mate. Has to play this to perfection. Jame on the pistol. Comms, they know. Jame isolated. Nerds, low HP. Jame can run him down. Time on his side. Just baiting him around. Playing the clock. And Jame. So brutal. Another high-impact round from Jame. He's closing these down. He's saving the boys. And it will be 7 on the half for Virtus.pro.
Eventually, it's all about the timing. Here comes the smokes. Ooh, nice stink.
Yeah, low Mazinho damage, but nice little take of the A bomb site here from the Mongols.
Careful, Mazinho.
You gotta be quite careful, Mr. Mazinho. Bomb plant being locked in, 7 rounds being locked in. And Mongols definitely locked in.
The problem is, for Sirson, there was a window for him, but the longer he waits here, okay, he gets a kill, all right.
Okay, nice shot from 910.
910's on something today. I don't know what he had for breakfast. 14 and 5 T-side.
He's had big for breakfast.
A nice German breakfast.
Yeah, nice little Frankfurter.
How's German
Heck no,
breakfast?
it's Sensu. Boy, it's clean up. I think it's pretty cool. What is
a German breakfast?
There's got to be some Germans in the chat that can tell me the tool that they have. There's like a specific tool that cuts the top of an eggshell off. And so it's like a perfect cut.
I've seen this.
But it has a ridiculously long name. Let me see if I can find it. And I'll give it my best go to pronounce it, but I'm going to probably ruin it.
There'll be something Eggeschaft Cottons.
You got to be careful in case you accidentally say something, you know?
Yeah, true.
Crack. Okay, German egg cracker. Oh my goodness.
What is that word?
Gallen soll Bruchstellen Verruschsacker.
Bro, it's like someone had a stroke writing it. What is that?
Yeah, so there you go. I definitely didn't say that correctly, but
you guys can join in the fun and just Google German egg cracker.
yeah, we got a tag from wonderful Jonas, one of the wonderful. Ihr Schallen soll Bruchstellen Verruchsacker. That's my best attempt. You can let me know how it was.
What the hell was even that?
What the hell is even that? The last round of this half, and I'll tell you something, blood. Big or dead.
Big are a little flat right now. Hey, but 5 rounds, yeah, that's something. Op out, 9-10, hasn't missed any. Oh, look at that clear. Oh my god, he is on 1 today. Crimbo will fall. Seriously.
Someone call 911 because Bigger getting wrecked by 910, and now we've got Searson waiting at the site. It's going to be 1 shot back from JDC, but Mazinho making quick work of him. And this is now a 3v4 retake attempt for Big. But the bomb is not planted yet, so technically not a retake until those digits are punched in. And Searson, he's coming over to the temple. He wants to make sure that that bomb doesn't get across safely, and he's stopped by Blitz. He peeks right into him. Now Mazinho's freed up to unleash himself into the into the temple. Blitz.
It's up to KD to make it through with the Eagle.
He has it.
Yeah, I think so.
Probably.
My bad.
It's fine. It's fine.
Fucking nice try, Abdul.
I think you got it.
Nice try.
Because I thought that he doesn't hesitate if I pick.
Fucking nice of him. Good job.
Good job.
Second half of play, let's get this one started. Ancient, it's Heroic's pick in this best of 3. The playoffs underway, the round of 16. And I'm surrounded by Jason Moses O'Toole and Mac Mate. How you doing, mate?
I'm good. I'm chilling. And I was really sad that Heroic didn't convert the 3v5. It would have given them a whole bunch of confidence coming into the second half. But we'll see if the pistol can do just that as well, because it can certainly get you off on the right foot and get you into the lead, considering how close we are here.
Jason Moses O'Toole. How was your headset?
It sounds good, but so did the other one. So we'll find out.
Okay, we'll work it out.
we saw that you guys were having some issues with the audio. We don't know what it was, so I've swapped headsets there
What do you
during
mean?
halftime.
Are you victim blaming? We were having issues with the headset. They were taking issue with the issue of the headset.
Okay.
Be cool, man.
Okay.
We're all on the same page.
We were having issues with the headset. You
That's
guys
right.
were taking umbrage at the issue. It was
Yes,
probably a little bit
hello,
frustrating, and I can
Oak.
understand. I can completely understand. So just keep spamming if this headset sounds terrible as well.
Thank you, Jason. Yeah, let him know. But don't troll him. Be nice. Be cool, guys.
Yeah.
Playoffs. Fame. Dead.
That's nice for Heroic, isn't it? CT pistol in the bag, and what do we have coming into the next round? Kit was already carried across. You've also got a smoke there. That's a nice little addition to what the buy will be. Nert's going straight for an M4. Shush, the same thing. And here are those shots again. Nasty little line from Shush there to pick up the good couple of kills. Never even had a drop out of the temple.
I'm always, looking for ideas. What do you do on the eco? And James got an idea. Look at this. Everyone spreads on out. Electronic buys a single smoke grenade. And what's the inspired call? You've lost lane control already. That sucks.
Just let them use their util.
Sure. Waste their money, but they've already kind of done that. There's the last of the smoke grenades, bar 1.
Dexter down to the P250, making sure he can get the AWP online ASAP. Going into VP's first gun round.
Hurry up and wait. Seems to be the call. As any good eco call probably should be, but it's so boring, man. I just want to rush and guys, just push me in.
I know, just get it over with.
What's
but
the
they've got a, I guess, a whole professional thing going on.
Yeah, that's, overrated, I think.
Yeah, man, got like salary to earn and
Yeah.
can't be wasting these little ecos. They have used the majority of their nades, and now Dexter's P250 could be the man to receive them.
At the same time, being on the P250 trying to save money for the op, this is the weak point. Although Shush is going to be helpful in that regard. M4, little bit of utility out to keep things at bay, and Dexter playing very passive.
Ooh.
Is that single smoke grenade deployed towards the donut position?
Okay.
And they're out. And about. Shush shakes it about. Clean enough. Just the one casualty. Dexter's not going to be too displeased with that, given how comfortable the rest of it was.
I thought there was someone over on the viewing area cheering, but it is just Zywo and Spinks playing ping pong.
Yeah, they don't stop.
They're getting loud.
Harry had his first showdown with them.
I did too.
Jason did.
I did too.
Jason, our king. We
How'd it go?
selected our champion to play
Yesterday
against
was a
Zywo.
rough day of ping pong for
Yeah,
me.
you were
no.
it was an off day.
It was an off day.
You got the paddle, you got the balls,
But
you
I
got the
can beat
confidence.
Zywo. I need maybe one more game against him where he might beat me. He's got that French spin, man.
It's the French slice. You can't
French
touch
spin.
it.
You just watch that top spin he has, that like hard shot. Crazy. But we got guns here. And we've got aggression straight down ramp, kicks in. Oh, doesn't commit to it. Norbert as well, going to be spammed down slightly. And it felt like Heroic wanted to go for it, but then they just cancelled.
You know, if it doesn't feel right, Mac, you don't need to force it down B ramp. You know.
That's true.
Good advice, as Tessus does take a lick of damage there. 47 left for him to work with. There's going to be focusing on this BXX. You can see a smoke short, smoke in response on ramp. Now, you've just done all your util. Are you pushing smokes? You are! And it results in a one and done. Nerd spams away onto Electronic. Norbert's in, as is the bomb. Fame will plant safe, uncontestable, to cave and the retake on.
Yeah, they're going to be very aware that it's a cave setup, though. If you only see that one player, VP is going to be so very aware. So you can see Flip playing this flank through cave very, very cautiously. He's got one flank and him out at heaven, so timing is everything. Going to make his move, and he's going to get at least one shot, at least one kill before he's wrapped around from behind, and good job from Norbert. The swing out, and they've got all the intel. Dexter's already called to save.
Keep that up alive into the next. There is some cash in the bank to try and fashion something in the next, but VP will maintain the lead on their first gun round, 8-7. And they all should get away. Yeah, there's plenty of time to create that space. Fame tucked away in the corner there.
I was speaking to the coach, Vitality coach, while Jason was losing to Cyber with ping pong, and he was saying, yeah, it's crazy. These two are playing. I've seen them at the ping pong table more than I've seen them in the server. Maybe that's the secret right now, is getting their hand-eye coordination in, getting their heart rate up.
I did a Jason Rogaine episode with a very esteemed gentleman who came in with some scientific evidence that ping pong was actually causing problems for players in the game of Counter-Strike.
Oh, well,
So I'm sure that episode will be coming out shortly.
Okay, interesting. There I was presenting an alternate theory. I'll have to see what the expert has to say. Looks like a little late mid-pop.
Is there enough space for that moment? There is. Okay.
That's cool. I like the little strategy. Two late flashes and a Molotov cubby. Anyone close would have been exposed. We smoke red and we chill. Mid-control under scrutiny. Shush just jiggling donuts. He'll have the info. Dexter's posted for ramp info. It does look like after all of this mid-control, it was all just to deny information, and it has resulted in a nice little kind of just a two-man B setup to execute into.
Yeah, deny some information, make him nervous about middle, and it's worked. They pulled a third player over to red room. They've got one player inside the bomb site, one player in donut. Just as a contrast in the first half, VP was very much playing one player donut and a little bit of a stack towards the B bomb site, 3 at B, 1 in red maybe. So they've got that extra player away from the point of attack.
50 on the clock. Tessus just went on a bit of a hunt for that smoke that he's dropped on the vent side. I think the nade that was thrown over towards him ended up blowing it away so he could spot it. So we'll see if that ends up coming. What is that fucking noise?
That's Spinks.
That's Spinks, yeah.
That would be Spinks.
What is it?
Every time he feeds Zawu a high ball, he squeals to distract it. Traded. Dexter, this is brave. Oh, and you miss. You're surely dead now. Has to go for a quick scope and boils into a 2v2.
There were 4 players here when VP pulled the trigger, so if you can't hold this as heroic, you're going to be very frustrated, and that's a very worrying sign for later in the half. But Shush has the perfect timing.
Unless James turns around, which he
Knife
seems
him.
to do, but won't be doing this time. Flit, 2 bullets from the grave, and hits that first one. Ooh, all right. Got behind the wood just in time, and the nade is too good. From downtown, off the bloody backboard, we've got an 8th round from Heroic.
It's not over yet, though. It's not over yet. Just one player survived, so a lot of rebuys coming in. Shush will drop a weapon over, but money for Heroic is going to be in a tough place. So VP have to feel like they can get this one right back.
Serious over there. Dude, he's even got his glasses on. Zawu is fully tryharding right now. What a loser.
He was sweating yesterday.
He was.
Yeah. Had to go take a shower after the games.
Shush, okay, yeah, not necessarily too happy. That's the face that says it shouldn't have been that close.
Yeah.
Like, as you were saying, James, what, they had 4 over there?
4 stacked. One was even in middle, I think, starting to push down as well. Yeah, that one feels like Heroic should have had that in the bag. They probably knew everything that was coming. So now we got to see what VP is going to drop into. They got a Tech 9. They got a Galil on Jame. Dexter is able to force out the AWP, dropped over likely by Shush. But this is a very big round in this map, considering both teams' economy. This will set the stage for the next 4 or 5 rounds that are played.
Well, what's the call? Fame looking towards cheeky cheetah smoke.
Well, with red and cave smoke, you got to assume mid control's coming. Electronic in pursuit of that. Throws out a molly to stop the jump up. Elbow smoke being respected for now. Vixen swings through. This is a gift, isn't it? Just to be able to call B lane clear initially. Helps inform the decisions of your teammates.
Oh, it's going to be a red pop?
Oh, late on the clear. 2 of across. could be misinfo. They're
Double
not
CT
considering
setup.
it. Hang on, yeah. Kixon, Shush, both there, present and correct. It's down 2 for 1. Oh, and Shush, he's having a good game here. That's a triple kill from Shush, holding down the red room push.
But do they expect the fourth man? That's the big question.
At this point, maybe not.
Has Kixon made his way through? No, not quite. Oh, this is going to boil down to
Footstep
such.
heard by Kixon though, surely, right?
Wasn't communicated if it was heard. Testa's going to be able to find one more, but they know where Fame is after that pick. And there you have it. Nice round out of Heroic. They must have seen that in the demos because they, the protocols would just get to CT ASAP.
That's kind of a cool round as well in the context of Virtus.pro kind of struggling to have like an established philosophy of how they like to play Counter-Strike at the top level. It's been, they've talked about in so many interviews about how they need to develop that different style of being able to play faster tactics, change timings, and this wasn't a round where they actually attempted to do it. Everything's been slow. Everything's been quiet, walking in the mid rounds, moving into an execute. This is very quickly get mid control, and they ran through that red smoke, you know, making plenty of footsteps and just not able to trade the kill in red.
He's not playing scared, is he?
No, it gets destroyed at mid. It sounded like he didn't even shoot back. Oh, no! Didn't expect Flint so close to him, but there is going to be a late trade at Dexter. Locking onto the cave control, and A-site's open for business. Shush repositioning to red. Oh, think getting awkward, but the AK's that little bit better. 3 points of health left on him. Electronic on 5. Still certainly winnable for Heroic, but oh, it's almost a catastrophe.
Why?
Yeah, why?
Why push in there?
Why?
Electronic on the full wrap. Shush going to die from the back if he doesn't realize this is happening. Maybe Kixon as well, over towards long. Oh, they need to make a move. They need to try to get back in the round somehow.
Dude, this is a round Heroic is going to hate to look back on if they can't somehow recover this round. Oh my God, that's a shot. That's a start. Oh, there's another one. He recovers. 2v2.
Okay.
Deathcam, they would have seen Shush going towards B site. Is it a ruse though? Is it a fake?
He's gonna catch
still
jump up.
coming this way.
He might catch jump up. Okay. Oh God, no sound cue, but if he checks cave, it's good. It's good. It's good.
If they get in quick.
It's good. Oh, he saw him.
Sure.
He knows. He knows. He knows. He knows. Okay. Okay, Kixon closes it down and sweat off of the brow. That was nearly awkward as hell. Still is. Still is. Upon review, Saul will have some choice words, I think, for the mod.
Saul has that noted down in the book with a giant circle around it. That's being. I don't know how they got so. Like, how did Nerds go down for free in middle to just one deagle?
Body shots. I don't know. We didn't see it.
3 of them. Dexter, the decision to run in after that. You've already dropped the rifle. You don't need to do any more. I think that's just trying to do too much. Very lucky Heroic to get away with that one.
Little sigh of relief from them, and looking like they are going to try to fight fire with fire. Busting out mid. Shush going to be stuck in the cutout this time. Already quite low for Flit. Let's see if they're going to be able to answer back. James, big stick, big flick, trying to make it work. He's been able to find one, but can he find more?
He knows he has to be active. Responsibility on him. 3 versus 4. Disadvantage for VP. And a very safe setup. Just playing 2 players on each site. As long as they can kind of communicate as to what they need to be aware of. Heavily favors Heroic in this one. I like this. Group up, push main. Comfortable for a retake on A, but not like actively giving away a 1v1.
It's a bummer for VP. We're hoping that push for information, that rotation will come by Red Room. And they're not going to get those kills there. It's this A push, and you're never going to be checking this one. Nerds has a really good timing towards middle. James is out of his vision, and now they've slid into Donut. So the question is, does he want to jump up B and check heaven? And will he see the barrel?
Will the barrel poke through? Might not even be a situation that we'll see. As Nerds is still hanging around elbow, wants to go for that A main control, which he knows he had after his info's come through. Fame going to be able to get this one planted. Bit of a gentleman's agreement, but now James' position is known. How does Nerds react? It's A main, full focus. They've got donut control. They've got a decent post plant with the bomb where it's planted. Heroic might have made the wrong read. They know that A main's dirty, but Nerds wants more.
Yeah, clean headshot finishes off Fame. It kind of hinging on James and his AWP here.
Yeah, and maybe Norbert picks it up with his dead body. That's a good first find if his body does get dead. James going to take a new angle. Oh, another one.
What a beast.
There's no smoke. There's no util. He's got to take the fight here. And James has maybe
they can't see
single-handedly
this
won
one.
it. How's the time? Oh, he's off it. Okay. Okay. No, he's left it too
No
late.
way. No way he got
too
that.
late.
No,
No way he got that.
Fucking nice.
Steals
Insane guy.
away!
Insane.
Holy schmoly, how's he gotten away with that one? James
was
gonna be
crazy.
tilted, bro. Did so much work, did so much hard work. And that's why I talked about it, not trying to toot my own.
Okay, here we
You
go.
did say it earlier.
This plant spot results in these awkward rundowns where you can't actually see it from Donut. If they do go as close to the wall as possible. And Nerds gets to swing off of it and gets them both. That's so...
They never expected that eventuality or that situation to occur because the easy fix is send the low HP AK-47 to just rush forward while James hides.
Get him off the bomb.
Get him off the bomb. That's all you have to do, but obviously panic in the moment.
Yeah,
When
panic.
they realize what's happening. And VP stuck to just one round on this T side so far.
Oh,
Pressure
yeah.
situations, just forcing out those mistakes, man. And VP, how do they get back in here? They've still got a buy on their hands.
So they've lost a 4v2 into a 1v2.
Yes.
Back-to-back, VP
Yeah.
have had the advantage in the close,
4v2 on a Nico with pistols, recovering a couple weapons.
losing
They
that.
lose that.
And then they've just lost a 1 versus 2 to an uncomfortable one.
And a good round from James goes to waste.
Yeah.
Remember, he started that with a mid pick early on, was able to get the post-plant kills as well. It was all looking so good.
AXEC right out of the gates. Shush, that's good timing on that. Really good timing. Look at that. Just as Norbert gets himself into his roost and scrap that. Reset.
Or at least slow it down. The problem is they haven't really faked map control anywhere else. They haven't really thrown too much at mid. They haven't made any noise over towards lane. So Heroic have no reason to leave the A site here. Now we've got a bit of a bait setup. You've got Degster, who may end up taking that contact from Donut first. And Shush, who I'm assuming is hidden behind that backside box.
Team Donut smoke forces a decision out of Dexter. They go out mid. Dexter focuses his attention on the mid cross so we can maintain that information. No, it's cheating back B. 50 seconds for the finish. Shush, this is an all-in.
I mean, does Norbert molly this? Does anyone molly this? Okay, Dexter spotted one going red. Here's the jump up. They don't expect it. Bottom first. Bottom of the totem pole. Top collapses. And man, Heroic's defense looking strong off the back of 24 kills from Shush.
Strong individual game from Shush. Great presence of mind to target the bottom of the boost as well. Tessus catches one on the swing. Electronic empty-handed. Call it 12 for Heroic. Damn. Nothing worse than calling like a AXEC off of the rip, and it was just as you're about to, like, the guys pulled the smoke back. We got smoke main. Okay, well, we have no idea how much control has been taken elsewhere.
Yeah.
And it all just kind of petered out. I mean, admittedly, Shush played that very well, tucking into the box, finds the right timing. And as Jason rightly highlighted, just the bottom of the boost, being able to target that first, and then the second player who's trying to refrag is inaccurate as he's just dropping off of his dead teammate's face.
And money all over the place for VP to try to get back into this game. It's looking very good for Heroic to close right here, right now, and if not this one, then the next round.
Right here, right now.
There was a tune to that, wasn't there? That could have been a beat.
Yeah.
That was the...
Fatboy Slim.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
That one.
One of my favorites was ////////////com. Seen that? Heard that one? Just me.
Definitely have.
Just me. The music video is just two people with Sharpies running around a bathroom, covering it in slashes and dots.
That's kind of cool.
Kind of hype, actually.
Yeah, I like that. We should do that.
.com. Faceit.com.
There's a smoke and a flash for Virtus.pro.
Okay, ruining my musical performance.
Wait. Who won that giveaway on Faceit Watch? Can you let us know in chat?
Oh, yeah. I'm sure they all won.
Yeah.
You're asking for them.
Tell us if you got that
It
skin.
is kind of an everybody wins sort of situation over
Yeah,
on
we
Facebook.
have a you watch, you win type
Yeah.
situation over there.
I've been watching.
But whenever I'm watching ESL Pro League, I feel like I'm winning.
That's it, man. This game in particular, Heroic.
This is done, man. If Kixon takes any attention away. Oh, no, Nerd slides out. He peeks.
Oh, no, you said it was done.
I thought they were going to get cooked. I didn't expect Nerds to move out.
Hang on. No, Dexter's over rotated. Bomber's ram. No one's looking.
Still winnable. Still winnable.
No, they're sticking close by. Tesses need to look. Okay, he's got the information. Now he's ready, but loses the fight. There's Kixon, and all of Heroic is here to handle this.
Bomb's down.
Bomb down.
Bomb is down. 20 seconds. Actually awkward. Very awkward. Dexter hits another. Doesn't have to worry about the flank. They have to cross back round, but he's missed his chance. An opportunity slips by the wayside.
Final boss, though. Shush has had the big game. Plenty of time to get this plant being stuck now. James watching towards Cave for this flank, just gives it up. Quick step turn. Almost.
Gets him very, very low. Pushes out wide. Isolates the Jules!
What
And
the hell?
Shush is having a game today. He's coming ready and roaring a 13-8, stolen away, and an absolute nightmare for Virtus.pro.
Second map of the series, Heroic up 1-0 on the verge of eliminating Virtus.pro, who looked like they put together a good CT side on Ancient. T side didn't get anything done. Heroic's going to be out long A, Virtus.pro is going to be out long A, and Heroic is going to be trying to react to it. Mid's clear, upper B is clear, and now they can start shifting.
Run boost? Or just the jump? Norbert's going to go contact. Meanwhile, we have a big flank. Nerds around the world. And there come the util. Flash high for Kixon. He's got two of them, but VP already crossing very quick. They miss their smoke. It doesn't matter. They make it in. One player in the site. It's a hard fight to win. Shush, despite only having a USP, able to beat the Glocks up close, but VP with a plant. Getting run down. Oh my god, Norbert, you're getting run down. Cancel that bomb and get your gun out because Dex is in the site. 2v1, they take him down. And Electronic a long way away. 1v2, and they just fight him. Dexter does it to his countryman. 3 kills on the pistol.
You got to be so pissed off if you're Electronic, though. You took like those 3 or 4 shots from long and didn't get a headshot, and then Dexter just spins and hits you on the first bullet. And you're like, oh, that sucks. Why is that a thing?
I think you're more pissed about the whole situation. I mean, even here, this is a 3v2 for VP. They're in the site, you know, failed to do the double peek there. I understand it's like really tough to hit the timing on that one, but that was a 3v2 that, you know, you let slip away, and there was a lot of rounds on Ancient that they let slip away, so...
Yeah, especially post-plants. Few came out of their grasp at the last moment.
That Nerds 1v2, man.
Yeah.
Oh. And this is a VP that have, you know, they've not lost this matchup. Not played the most times. A couple of BO3s, a BO1 at Dallas, but it's not a game VP have lost. And it's not like Heroic have come in, oh, they made playoffs with this incredible form. You know, I was ready to write off Heroic in this game. VP B2 bounce back on Dust2, and we saw some crazy Dust2 games from this team in the groups. Some really late XX rounds where there was no contact until sub 10 seconds, and I'm not even exaggerating.
I think all of us will believe you with that one with VP.
Bro, there was a full buy round, like late game, map 2, map 3, Dust2, where VP, the first player that they spotted was out mid doors on 9 seconds. They pushed up a tunnels, they got the kill, they win the round. So it works. But my god, is it unique.
From now, oh lord, that's a shot.
He's flanking quick. Nerds kind of needs to go. VP only have Glock armor, but if they make it in, if they get the doors up, the walls out, then VP are going to be unstoppable in this bomb site. Glocks will always hold them back, but there's only one in play now. Fame's armed himself.
Yeah, but James does God work in this round. He gets the pick towards the B bomb site. He even tags Dexter. There's very little utility for a retake. 1 Molotov and 2 flashes, and then you got to hustle. Dexter's got the only kit, so keep track of where he falls if he falls. Fame going to be the point man at the big box. He goes down, and this retake is perfect so far. Norbert with the Deagle goes down last, and it's an easy defuse.
Well played for Heroic, just flooding that bomb site, jumping out a window with the MP9. That's what we need to see, and those retakes continue. They always were supposed to. Near Felico for VP can now buy full. James going to be a little limited, but we've already seen what his scout can do.
They'll be real happy with this one. I mean, you know, getting the plan down, getting a couple of kills. Although Nerds with all the MP9 kills, now he drops the AWP over to Dexter, and VP not enough cash for an op of their own, and on Dust2, that's a big difference. Like, it's a big problem because if you take, you probably don't go long if you're on the T side. If you have an op disadvantage, you don't have an op to post down in pit.
They were missing this smoke in the group stage. We counted like 3 times in the first 5 rounds of a Dust2 match earlier. Yeah, earlier this event. So I mean, this smoke, the fact that it's not fixed is scary.
Yeah. And that's what happens when you don't land it. It's meant to bloom all the way over that door. Instead, Flit just gets caught jumping up. Nice to see Nerds knows how to utilize that against them. Boom and boom, Dexter gets the pick.
That's a very easy 2-man advantage you've just delivered yourself. A double peek from platform and lower. Shush is going to force back Norbert, so keeping track of the VP movements. This might just be a save.
You might be right.
Yeah. I mean, they have a ton of nades, right, that they could also, I guess, save for the next round. No, but the problem is, where do you really go, right?
You hit B and hope for the best.
Exactly, but...
You know, one thing that we haven't really touched on with VP is this kind of happened, I think, when we had like a pretty crazy day, but the announcement of the VP coach not being with them at this event, obviously, and even joining a new team at this point. Yeah, he was let go from his position. I was trying to get the details in my head organized as I went through this. I didn't expect to have to fill for 50 seconds here. But yeah, so I mean, throughout this whole event, they have not had anyone behind them calling timeouts. They haven't had anyone with them able to slow down the game, give a new, fresh perspective. So a lot of weight on the shoulders of kind of the leadership figures that we sort of pinpoint as James Electronic to figure things out on the fly.
I mean, it's really a team in crisis in that sense. I mean, they kicked Dust down a while ago. They've been cycling coaches ever since. And let's be realistic here. They had Zoma in, but we could see from the clips, y'all all saw it. This is a VP that didn't give a shit about Zoma. Let's be honest about it. They were ignoring him. They weren't giving him high fives. That was not a partnership that was working, you could say, Yanko.
I never seen anything like it. I mean, such disdain for the coach. God knows what was going on in the team for you to feel that strongly about him, and in a negative way.
And within like a month or two.
But hey, they're in the playoffs now.
They're in the playoffs.
Yeah,
they do have that.
That being said, they have utilized a lot of timeouts. It's not like VP have been like I remember when Rooster came here in previous seasons and didn't have a coach, and they wouldn't even use timeouts. It's like there are really good times where you just need to take a breather, but VP do utilize them a lot.
They use some good utility here as well now, flashing Dexter off the corner, taking that cat control. We'll see what the call is. Still a lot of utility on the side of VP, maybe just a full cat execute.
They hit all their smokes in this round. Like Smoke keeps pressure on B, and mid to B pulls Nerds back to the site as well, but this is all a bit of a fake out right now.
VP have taken control, but not really pressured anything just yet. Dexter's AWP is going to be out towards long. Or no, that's Tess's. I'm reading numbers incorrectly. Dexter's AWP is going to be at A ramp.
MVP is just waiting out the utility. Tess's
crazy push.
Takes advantage and goes for the push.
And they're still sitting and waiting.
Anything. He just knew. He knew he had this gap. Oh my god, 3 players on your screen. He takes one, gets out. Could have been a double, Yanko.
I'm actually okay with that play, though. Look how much chaos you've caused.
And now he just gets to run back to long anyway, so that kind of forces him into a B hit. I think
they wanted to a save.
They wanted to go A, yeah.
They're going to save.
Yeah.
I know, but...
Yeah, pistol armor, he may as well die, to be honest.
I think you could see Electronic was holding the angle, and Tessis wasn't going for the clear of that angle. So it was just really unfortunate timing for VP, right? I mean, that could have been a free kill for Electronic, and then James could have made, they could have just proceeded with the call or made a slight adjustment, but the wasn't on their side this time around.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, you save back-to-back rounds with 3 AK-47 still up, and you feel like absolute crap if you're VP.
I think the problem is also, yeah, you save the guns, but you don't get the money back. And look at their buy. This is, okay, now let's say third buy in a row, but there's still no op. And they don't have all of the utility, right? So you always have to kind of make concessions in these rounds. Seems like it's going to be a long pop.
And meanwhile, you also know that Heroic has not lost a single player in the last 2 rounds, so their money is on the other side of the coin where it's just growing bigger and bigger. No issues with economy. Tess is going to challenge. Boost up on blue box. Did he spot it?
Hello?
Hasn't seen it yet. Now he's got the first electronic peeks up. He sees 2 at long. But VP putting together a good opening to this round, which is nice. A nice change of pace.
They can leave electronic here on the boost, weirdly enough, and just go and reset. It's 5v3 though.
I think this is a really good call. These calls are all about timing. Nice frag from Shush, but they immediately go back to B. So I think they know that Shush, I mean, he should be alone here. So let's just see if they decide to walk through the smoke, break the smoke with James HE. But yeah, without that death, it would have been even better. You see Norbert is just sending it, and this looks like, oh, he just got so lucky. It's a random play. We're not really. Like, they know they have the timing for it. And that was even with their player dying and then knowing there's one more guy towards B. So very nice from VP in the mid round. This round should be a lock. And despite the money, if you're Heroic, you don't go for the retake here. I mean, you want to play as many gun rounds as possible.
Even though you have a lot of cash, no reason to spend it, you know, on a failed effort, on what should be a losing effort.
Spoken like a true father, Jason.
You got to think about the long game.
Electronic is doing exactly that. Dropped off the boost.
Sounded like Bane there for a second.
Bubble in the throat.
All right, so some fizzled out ends to these rounds with the 2 saves, and now this where Heroic can't even go for the retake. So first round for VP, good to see them get started. Good to see them get some opening picks.
I'm managing to find the answer, and also the timing was key there because you see there was the opening molly from Heroic, and then before that molly cleared, they threw a deeper one in long doors, basically to negate that play of a long expo, but it was just a little bit too late. VP was already going for the pop, managing to find the entry kill, then the second one as well, and great rotation after that towards the B bomb site, and the first round on the board for VP. But as we were talking about it, another great buy. There's going to be a lot of those for Heroic.
They got the money. We got the hinge smoke, but a player sneaks into lower and there's no AWP to spot it. Norbert out long, entry through the smoke as well. VP are pushing these a lot right now. Gonna collapse on catwalk, but Nerds from lower gets that trade, shockingly enough, keeping things even. VP do have long control. That gives them an option, but they like to pull the wool.
Nerds?
Quite often. Double flank. Nerds can just play as quick as he wants, and then there's a second player, but he pulls his knife. Disastrous. Still a backstab. Shush. Second lurk. Player in the door has got to watch out. Kind of needs support, but Dexter can't push with the AWP. What a spot for Shush. Oh, and he does convert it. Norbert's in B. This is kind of good timing, I won't lie. This is kind of good timing. He might have a kill.
I think he gets Shush.
Okay, and you know Dexter's AWP, where's he going to be? Mid, A.
Isn't it just so funny how, you know, Norbert, like Jabe and Norbert were next to each other pretty much. Norbert managed to go down mid, lower B, upper B, T spawn, and kill Shush while Jabe was just sort of...
moved 5 feet.
Patiently waiting, trying to hit the timing when Shush missed it and died.
Oh, Dexter had the read. He would have had the round. Norbert clearing this from the most awkward angle, going through middle. He's got to go. He just has to run. 20 seconds.
It's tough, right? You just have to sort of hope.
Yeah, why is he still walking?
He's not there.
This is crazy. Smoke will give it away. I hope he smokes. If he doesn't, Dexter's got a chance.
He's got time, though.
Smoke is the warning. Dexter turning around, but it's very close. Norbert makes it. Gonna get that stick on. Dexter, full nades, but you don't want to put away the AWP and get peeked.
And you also don't want to give away your position before you're ready for the fight. So I think Dexter keeps it quiet as he walks up the ramp with the AWP. Norbert gonna tuck himself behind the box. There is a Molotov on Dexter. If he gets up this ramp, and as you said, it's obvious. If he drops that molly over towards the box, that's the winning play.
Once you've seen the bomb on, oh, Norbert just plays. He just gets ahead of it. He kills everyone. 4 kills from Norbert. He's a bit of a Dust2 merchant, I'm learning.
The best esports player in the world does it again.
Of all time as well. Important to keep that in mind. Kick him again, VP.
I dare you. I double dog dare you.
You'll be crawling back. Have some goddamn respect.
Yeah, Nerd's going to be frustrated about the knife pool. I actually thought VP looked like they were going to make that fallback happen earlier. I thought they missed the timing to come back and play outside of long. They were shuffling utility, but that knife pull is everything for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's the saving grace. But also, to be fair, you know, they did the same round, but they had no one towards B. A player on cat died from the player lower B, so you're thinking, okay, they probably crunched top B, so we can't go back to B immediately. You know, you need a couple of seconds to sort of look at, okay, what nades do we have left, who's where. Okay, the upper was cat as well, he'll be inside. And by the time that happens, Nerds was already pushing up, right? You say, okay, let's try to go back top mid, go back to cat, would have probably been the call. And yeah, they get a little bit fortunate with that kill onto Nerds. And for all that money that Heroic had saved up, this is their last buy.
That's crazy, yeah.
Yeah, VP done a good job grinding out that early advantage. Electronic wants to challenge long. It's through the smoke. Perfect from Tess's.
Oh, missed shot, Dexter. It's fine. 5v4 has a path out. James Orb. Smoke to the B side. Still looking for an entry. Shush in a very difficult position to Orb.
Yeah, but they're playing double B setup right with Nerds here, right? So
Kind of every round.
I think if you're Shush, unless you get mollied, you kind of have to let Nerds take the initial contact. So peeks up, sees everything. Extended spray. Might be difficult for the AWP, but not for Fame's AK-47. Clean haircut.
They have to cancel, it gets smoked, but they go back in with a flash. Perfect. Nerds can't spray that time. Fame with a crucial entry too, in fact, to get this B site, but he won't last long. Bomb does not make it across.
That's a crazy kill. That turns this into a retake. If that bomb gets planted, another smoke comes down door, Heroic might choose to save, but now they're all going to line up to come for this, and James has got to commit himself, not watching the flank any longer.
Do they go early? Do they go on the tap? The molly might force a play, and so Dexter just runs in, pistol out. They weren't ready for that, were they? 1v3 now for James. He's on the clock, but he's got a shot. Second connects, but it's Kixon on the car. Wow. The Dexter molly rush.
He's loving it.
He's having a great time.
A very bold play that pays off for Dexter.
I mean, that's either round winning or round losing.
Yeah.
And he caught Flit fumbling around with the C4. AK didn't have his gun out.
Never ticked in the molly.
Nails him with the USP. I mean, look at this.
He has no idea that even happened.
It's such a hard round too, if like, especially in James' position, because he's got to be concerned about that B tunnels flank. But it's almost like you have to just take that risk that no one's going to turn that corner and watch something. Watch window. Watch door.
Yeah, it's annoying because door smoked. Flick calls a molly and window.
Yeah,
but
and then you're turning back. You're like,
he
oh,
doesn't
perfect.
trust his molly.
I have a few seconds. Well, Dexter just happened to be in front of it, bounce it off the wall, right?
Nice play for Dexter.
You got also, let's not forget, give Kixon the shout out.
Yeah,
that spam kill,
true.
That was nasty.
Yeah, that was whatever you said.
Whatever I said, yeah.
A few of those for VP, but they managed to bounce back seemingly every time. So we'll see. Op on J. Flit is 0-6.
Flit's form has been probably the biggest problem for VP the last 3 months. I feel like he was the highest rated player.
Yeah, but I guess it all, like when I look at that though, I have to like, in my head, I extend that to like the leadership confusion going on in terms of
their T
what
sides
style you want to play. Like they seem so like uncomfortable in terms of philosophically approaching Counter-Strike that I think individually everyone's constantly uncomfortable, playing uncomfortable.
Their T sides have looked really poor at times.
Saved myself there.
Good timing on the molly. They're not scared of the lurk smoke, but maybe they should be because VP have been throwing this most rounds. The only difference is now they have 5 players behind it. The spam will relieve a lot of pressure, but Nerds needs to pop this hit into the B site. He drops it first, second in, finished off. Look at the trades out. This smoke is doing VP no favors as they get turned into mulch. Plant food. Compost, Yanko.
Yeah, I think the plan for Heroic is also in the mid-round. They're just making these info plays, right? Like they're just sending it. We didn't see it on screen, but Kixon was Cat. He started pushing up Cat on timing, right, and had all the information. So even if Nerds and Shush didn't get, they basically shut down B on their own. But I don't think VP could have won that round even with an entry kill or two. The rotation was just so quick and back to long.
Whoa, that's that's the AK. Gotta smoke, gotta get in.
I think the problem for VP is a little bit too much focusing on the extremities, right? No default sort of take cat control, deny some information for the CTs, right? I mean, if they're playing stairs on cat and they don't hear anything and you're not showing up on the map, even though you're VP and God knows what you're doing, they're still going to feel pretty good about the round.
Good point. I actually admire how aggressive Heroic feel like they can be on the CT side, despite the fact that VP are known to just have these full defaults spread out really thin.
And
control the map.
I'm fine with VP doing it when they did early on because they were at a weapon disadvantage, utility disadvantage because of all the saving. It's hard to do a default when you have no op, and they do have one.
He can plant.
Why have they given him the V-bomb?
Why have they let him plant?
Hey, they thought he has an op.
It's Jamie, always could, and now he will, thanks to that little bomb plant. That will go a long way. That actually does make a difference, so...
Now we're playing it safe. Let's make sure we flash and everything.
Dexter, run in. There we go. Someone will bang. All right. Kind of threw the bomb plant there, but we will ignore that.
I wonder if they've been like kind of. I wonder if they've like kind of been shaken off that game of like a more default spread and taken that mid and cat control you're talking about, Yanko, because they did try it once early on, and that was the Nerds push towards lower that got them the trades.
Great, my boys. I love you, блядь. How good we are playing. Let's go, keep it up, нахуй.
Fucking nice, boys.
Did anyone else jump?
Yeah. I did a little bit, yeah.
That hurt.
That hurt.
That hurt my ears.
Yeah, but the message was positive. It was good. It was very heartwarming.
Yeah, Dexter, toxic teammate. He's just saying how he loves them now.
We're playing so good. I love all of you.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, no, but now that is not the hinge smoke. I can tell you that much.
They missed the door smoke again.
Oh, God. VP going to get 2-0 today? That's the question. Is this VP
like
going home?
It feels like it, but this seat, oh God bless.
Very confident, Heroic. Again, look, that's a captain pushing top mid with no utility and just killing VP. Bye. I can leave now. Can I?
They had a smoke suicide.
I take it all back.
Just
yeah,
not their
true.
own.
Yeah, true. Sees that like, well, I have to kind of rush up mid then. I don't make the rules. Could have been the perfect bait for VP, right? Like drop their own failed smoke, actually hold middle, but instead, clothesline, Nerds, necks flit. Norbert trades.
That's fine though. Heroics kept good track of these movements from VP.
We can always rely on Norbert.
Well, apparently in this series you can always rely on Shush as well.
You can see, even in a 4v3, they do it again.
At 50 seconds.
Yeah, this is a great game plan from Heroic. Electronics aware, they've already been caught by this flank. There's the spot, tapping away at the head. But again, this slows them down.
Or speeds them up. VP go aggressive out middle. Electronic with a pick, bomb up cat. They don't actually know. They're about to find out. Dexter on that cross. Good flick recovery after the crowd. She's going to go back for a second. This could be a round-winning kill right now for Dexter. Hits it blind. Electronic looking for a B kill, but what a ratty position from Shush. Nothing given over. They know he was out mid. They want nothing to do with him.
They were really hoping that that kill and that the smoke in the CT spawn would force Dexter to shift, but man, did they not. They stayed pat. Heroic just doing a good job of... They know exactly what VP's doing at all times.
Is that after time? No.
No.
Yeah, that was a little bit strange because Electronic spots Tessus long player. You killed one B player, one A player. Op is alive, Shush is alive. So unless they had some sort of bad info or a bad read that Dexter would be mid to B, Cat doesn't seem like the likeliest of options, because even if he goes down CT with the op, I mean, it's still smoked off. He can't do much from that position.
Great energy from Heroic in this series, and a lot to cheer about right now. Again, Nerds, unrelenting, pushing top mid. He's going to get Norbert leaving this position more likely than not. Hanging around. Norbert spotted, and now he's trapped. We'll think better of it. B-rush. B-pop.
Good alert. Yeah, good alert.
B-pop.
There we go. We're in the B-bomb site. Let's see if they can hold on to it. 5-on-4. One of the hardest bomb sites to retake. Ooh, that's a lot of damage onto Fame, but they would have loved the kill. Good organization from Heroic. Another smoke towards doors.
Whoa.
And do they go for this?
Money's not great.
Have plenty of nades, but still, it's a 4v5 retake.
There's only one round after this, so they might just do it.
Yeah. Oh. Kind of just
Not anymore.
Throws away any reason to try.
Yeah, but Tessus and Kixon don't have a lot of money if they die and lose their guns, so better to just concede the round, even though it's not nice.
Careful, Dexter. Oh, Hugo, they violated your rule. If you save, just go save.
Dexter's a stat player. You wouldn't get it, Jason. He wants numbers. He loves numbers.
Well, Shush has money for the AWP, so he can at least drop that over to Dexter, who's going to drop an M4 back. But, you know, that's painful because Tessus would have liked an M4, which will get dropped by Kixon. So it's going to be okay at the end of the day.
And we see Nerds, you know, with a lot of these aggro plays on mid, top mid. To be honest, that's what put him on the map with Endpoint, you know, a couple of seasons ago at Pro League. Just a fearless player.
Sense of timing.
Yeah, just aggression as well.
Whoa, talk of aggression. B-Rush has been the way for VP. They're just doing it a bit quicker this time. Double up for Shush in the site. Dexter scope deep, and they run right by him. VP break into B, and Heroic have to make a, well, easy decision. Do we save or do we go? We go! It's the last round of the half.
They've got 2 more smokes as well, so they can just sit and wait. Heroic's going to pull the trigger on this retake a little bit early. They want to come through when the bomb's being planted. Stuck in the smoke for the moment, waiting to hear those buttons starting to be pushed. It's not happening, so they're going to back off the play.
Is James going to play lower? Is he really going? This is crazy right now. Heroic could just speed it up at any point.
I think there's so much confidence in the fact that there's 2 smokes in the B bomb site. So they're hoping Heroic makes a mistake and gives them the easy answer to this, but with a minute, Virtus.pro is happy to just chill.
VP is so comfortable in these positions. I don't know how. It feels ugly. Jame rotates back round. They're going to try and at least tap this bomb now. 3v3 towards middle. There's the tap. Heroic aren't biting.
They're so nervous. Remember, Dexter punished them in a similar situation, right? In the 2-on-2 earlier. Ooh. Or 3-on-2. Another smoke, and now they come for the late B play. Jame watched this for a good 45 seconds, but he's in no position for it.
They just smoked upper tunnels as well. Another block. I mean, you have to go through.
You can break
back turned.
Kixon has a nade. He can throw a Molotov and break the smoke. Here we go. Breaks open. Jame not all the way broken open. James going to be close by. Needs that swing. Close up. Can't win the fight. Oh, it's perfect.
Dear.
And VP playing that situation very, very afraid. Very cautious. And they're punished. It's a 9-3 half for Heroic, and they're on the verge of eliminating Virtus.pro from ESL Pro League Season 20.
And that's the game. Ooh, map 1 going to big up against Mongols here. It took 3 OTs to separate these 2 teams. And there were many moments for both these teams to close out, but it took triple OT, big take in map 1, Nuke is up next, and that was a scorcher. So if you aren't watching the A stream, if you've got time to jump into the B stream, check this one out. Nuke is going to be fire between these 2, and that's coming up soon. That's it for the Kadir B stream check-in.
our opening game here at ESL Pro League Season 20 playoffs, and right now it's nice for Heroic as they look to 2-0 VP. It felt weird without the music, guys.
I know,
it
does feel really odd.
There it is. I was waiting for it.
Yeah.
Here we go, back in Season 20 of ESL Pro League playoffs and our debut, and we're having a nice time with Heroic, ready to 2-0 VP. Ooh, would you look at that? Dominant game right now out of this international squad, Janko Paunovic.
Absolutely, Hugo. They needed a little bit of this. And they're going to get some early action with Electronic in lower B.
Good nade.
Bang!
Big boom. Electronic pushes in. It's going to do a lot more. Keep firing those guns. Click, 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 click. And they're all dead.
They needed it. VP needed a little... Oh, that's... I thought he got that fourth kill. VP needed a little life to start the second half. Obviously, Pisteron is always important, but you needed some energy because they looked so disconnected in the first half. Don't give it away.
He's winning it.
Don't give it away.
It's already won. Lock it in.
We just don't know it yet. Oh, he's
reading T-Sport. Okay. Low on Jane, but he peeks anyway. All right.
VP with some attitude in the second half. And listen, we'd have to go back to season 15 or 16 probably, maybe even 17, and look at the playoffs of Pro League there, and look at the VP ends game on Dust2. And VP coming back from, I don't know, 15-4 down.
What season was this?
I don't know exactly.
Was it
it was like
Dusseldorf?
2 years ago. It was, I think, here.
Okay, that was 16.
Salini,
Yeah.
16 or 17. So it's not beyond them. Jane was on that team.
Very different level of play coming out from that Virtus.pro, I would say, than this one.
It feels like MR12 just killed this team. I don't know, like...
Lost their entire feel of the economy and how to play it.
Well, not even just the economy, just like the idea that you can grind them down over a long period of time, I think.
True.
You're not going to wear anyone out in MR12, man. It's so quick, unless you're Fnatic M80, but...
They'll be going for this retake, though.
They've got to. Back against the wall, James caught jumping, and Elk Jones jumping out of the window with another kill. It's only Kixon. Oh, he can win this. In the smoke, trading places, but he gets stuck on the door. And so VP win a retake.
Yeah, but you know, MR12 comes at you fast, man. Like, sure, it's 9-3. VP wasn't doing so great, right? But they win the pistol, they win the second round. I don't think Heroic forces again. It should be a half buy here for them. And all of a sudden, it's 9-6 coming into the first gun round, right? What VP has to do, or they cannot allow to happen, they can't be messing up in all these key rounds, right? Like when it's the reset round, they have to clean up their game in some of those situations, step up with the communication, with the discipline, don't allow players to get through these little gaps, don't leave too much space open, and I think this is very much doable. I mean, Electronic is a menace on Dust2. On the CT side, he can do a lot in terms of reading the game, positioning himself where the action is going to be. If James gets a little bit online with the op, this is far from being over, Hugo.
And despite the beatdown on Ancient as well, I'll take that right off of Hugo's hands.
Yeah.
Despite the beatdown on Ancient, James had a good game with the AWP. Like, James can do the same thing. And look, he's had some sketchy moments here on Dust2, but you get that op rolling and get him some momentum. I think James can provide some impact for you. So we'll see if that op can step up here in round 15.
You can call me a VP hater, but the streets know I'm a Norbert lover.
Hey, whatever you and Norbert do in your free time, that has nothing to do with me, Hugo. I just look at the teams from a bigger standpoint.
I'm glad you're not judgmental, Janko, because it might be true love.
Get him.
Below their scope.
Okay, James not going to come online here in round 15.
See what they decide to do now under a little bit of pressure. Grouping up towards Cat. I'm not sure if they soft lit cross. Probably not, because then they would abort this call or adjust it a little bit. VP still in good position to defend this hit.
Ooh, good spray down from Electronic. Flitz left alone on the ramp. He's got one, tucks his head down. Electronic brought very, very low. Decent nade, chunks Nerds down. And here's the flank from long, held by Norbert. Good protection, and Electronic can just tuck himself against the wall and play safe. And Flit uses the new boxes to hop on up and have a good kill. That's 6 for VP.
Nice work, Jason. That kind of felt like a, you know, like an American sports broadcast, kind of like an NFL.
That's what I was going for.
Vibe.
Yeah.
College football.
Yeah.
All of them. I'm waiting for my $1 million contract. And what was it that Tom Brady got? I think he got like 28 million over like 10 years or
You
something.
got kind of the Tom Brady
No.
of esports.
No,
Wasn't it? It was something crazy.
he got 250 or
Oh, is it that much?
over 5 years. He got like 50 mil a year.
All right, I was a little bit off.
Only.
I'd take that contract.
Yeah, it's a pretty good deal.
I'm not so sure.
All right, VP. Back in the game, as you could say.
They secured long control, so now they have information. Okay, slower, defaulty round from the side of Heroic. Jame is already on mid. Electronic comes as well. They're leaving A site open. Fleet and Fame in B. Jame Electronic towards mid.
Might have been feeling like Heroic was going to have some kind of a timing to try and exploit the AWP in middle. Flashbang. It's very brief in front of James' face.
We'll bang him.
Look, they're going to go for... Is this an upper dark push they're setting up? Or is Fame still jiggling?
Got smoke out. Playing very heavy mid B right now.
Playing very passive compared to Heroic as well. I mean, when you think of how many peaks off catwalk, lower dark pushes, kind of peaks towards long, pushes towards long. Like, Heroic was always looking for information. VP is content to kind of sit back and let Heroic come into them for that first step.
This setup is really nice for VP now.
And Jame hasn't moved. I mean, Heroic has Cat for what VP knows, and he's still just sticking in mid to B, so maybe just a read that they have for the first gun round.
Got soft blocked in middle.
It's a good one as well, because Heroic is grouped up in upper B.
No, it's just made of magic. Walks through that HE into the smoke, and Flit's going to get caught with his back turn. Jane cannot cover. Flit 180s. He does nade himself, but that's worth every penny. They still get in the B bomb site. I want a replay of that Flit nade, because what the hell just happened there? I can't believe he got the kill.
There's no utility in either team. 3-on-3 retake, completely dry on both squads. There's one kit on Electronic. And ain't nobody peeking into that Jame op. So let's see how he supports his rifles on getting into this bomb site. One tunnel, one big box, one bomb site.
Got to give it a go, and Electronic doing his best work, but it's Tessa's behind the box with cover from the AWP. Jame, you already know, wrap it up. Unless...
Nah.
He hung around.
If anything, it's a little bit surprising that I was expecting VP to maybe even save in the 3v3, right? Try to run back towards upper B and get the exits. Because their money is not ideal. I mean...
Flit can buy, he can drop depending on what he wants to buy as well. Maybe a couple SMGs, FAMAS, but again, you're going to go to Jame with that AWP and say, this is the power weapon in this round.
Oh, he throws a nade while getting shot, turns, gets the kill, and then the nade kills him.
I mean, also, this is...
Poor guy.
This is a little bit of a poor just approach from VP towards B, because you see where Fame was. So Fame is in dark, right? And then Flit is leaving the bomb site to go mid. So you have one guy alone, isolated on B, one guy trying to defend mid. What if it were multiple guys coming out mid? There's nothing that Flit would have done. He would have died 1 for 1. So the only way that round can work in a way is if they split 3-2, let's say, and then Flit can kill both guys coming out mid and then turn to help B. So I think just the approach from VP wasn't great in that round.
What's James saying? Like, he got smoked off mid and Flit's in mid. Like, the call should be there. They could walk out. I don't have it. Like,
I think that's why he shifted out of the bomb site, was to address those comms. James saying, it's smoked off. I can't see. They can peek mid. They can cross mid. They can attack B. And that's what broke up the setup in the B bomb site. I almost think like one recipe to that was James, when he's pushed out, he actually inadvertently blocked that smoke. Maybe play behind it. Like, you have to do, it almost feels like you have to do something in that situation.
Don't block it if you're not going to use it, right? Like, otherwise just let the smoke come down. Felt very strange.
But VP absolutely has to win this round, I believe, if they want to have a chance to stay in this match.
Oh, it's toast if they don't win this round. I guess the one saving grace would be if maybe they save the AWP and the M4 into the next round. Maybe that's an X factor, but this is so important here in 17.
3 on B, and it's a quick pop, but that lurk smoke lets Tessa's clear the corner hard. Nerds goes over the box, finds his entry, but are they ready for Electronic? He takes his shot immediately. Nice turn from Shush. Heroic looking very sharp today, despite everything that's happened. Some weird rounds from VP, some weird decisions. Heroic have hit the necessary shots for the most part.
And this is the knockout blow. This is basically the map done. You've taken away the AWP, you've taken away the M4, you just broke into a 3-man stack at the B bomb site on a B pop, a B execute. VP can't handle Heroic today.
And this is the first time this Heroic will have taken down Virtus.pro. So it's a statement.
First time they've gone head-to-head with Degster in the lineup as well. So that's a good way to start that, his journey within the Heroic jersey.
He's been very explosive.
I think also for Heroic, seems like just the general approach for this map has been don't overthink, keep it a little bit more simple. This is, again, almost the exact same round like previous one, just a little bit faster and with an extra player on mid compared to upper B. And you can see Tess's pre-fires that corner coming out as the first guy. Molly inside. And a very clean execute, as you guys pointed out, despite the 3-man stack. VP not even close to winning it. And I think that makes the call to go for it in the 3v3 retake even more strange, right? They go for another... Well, 3 guys forced, 2 guys didn't.
Oh dear, that's...
It's a great find.
Feels unnecessary, doesn't it? But
AK-47 picked up.
Oh, he's pushing.
got no armor. The one guy who full ecoed this round as well, but he's just going to flank. It won't matter if they find the entries like that. Nerds just makes it look like he's on autopilot, and Electronic can't catch that even with the GPS on the flank. Doesn't know where Heroic are. They're already in the site. Where has the man in the smoke gotten to? Flip with the UMP jumping up over, trading out. Orb miss does connect. Dexter needs to be ready to fight, and Nerds certainly is, shutting down VP on this attempted quick retake. It's a 1v2 for Electronic. He has to just go for it through the smoke. Nerds turns, but Dexter trades guns for the better of Heroic.
Nice job just maintaining composure from Heroic through all that chaos as well. Not trying to press into the bomb site too fast, not kind of ignoring the points of danger to run and get the bomb planted as quick as you can. Everyone's ready for the follow-up fight that VP's bringing forward. Nerds in middle, man, just cutting through him, hot knife through butter. Beautiful headshots as he swings out a little bit wider. 6 chances Heroic to close out this series.
That was a great recovery because it was a 5v4 for VP and Electronic pushing long, having the information, but reaction for Heroic spot on, and James finds the entry onto Nerds.
Oh, and he falls off the boost, then they push, so he's actually missed his timing completely. Tess says he's getting walked on. Flit not active.
This is the one gap for Heroic on long. Norbert alone and isolated.
Gap? It's Norbert. He's got it on lock, but he forgot the key.
That's a nice way to get out of that phrasing.
Thank you.
That's really clever. Oh, another push. Tessus is ready. He knows the reaction's coming, spots the elbow, easy headshot, and Virtus.pro now just getting exposed all across the map. Good kill from Electronic.
What? This game is cooked.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it just feels like VP players not reading these situations as sharp as you'd expect.
Okay. Another one. And, well, Virtus.pro, they may have made it to playoffs without a coach. They may have survived the double BO3 day with overtimes and 6 maps of play. But once you take them into the top 16, Heroic have absolutely trounced them today. Oh. Whoa, both players walked past each other. Could have been a knife kill to close it.
You built that up so perfectly as well. It was right there. You timed it.
I can maybe stall it out a little longer.
No, you don't want to do that.
It was right there.
What if he saves?
Look at this. He just, whoa, not even on the map, nothing.
Dude, what if James just decides to save this round?
That would be a VP way to go out of this competition.
Right? Don't you just go out on your own terms?
That is true. That
go
would
tuck yourself in the back of the B bomb site. Start shaking hands.
That would be kind of a statement, wouldn't it? Unplug your PC. Walk away.
Just start.
He's walking.
Start packing up.
He's still walking, Jason. And
He's got no kit, Hugo.
I don't think there would be a better way to eliminate Virtus.pro from the playoffs than this. Shot in the legs. This one's getting dragged out, but Heroic drag VP all the way to hell. 2-0. Domination. 13-8. 13-6. What have you got to say about that?
I don't have much. I'm still scratching my head on this VP roster and how it feels like they have never got going the way we expected this roster to come together. But 13-6 for Heroic, you got to say the opposite for them. Really grew up into this